Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we will be talking about Eric Garcia and the new details that we did find out within these past 24 hours. Then we will be talking about Samuel Umtiti, and then we will be talking about another center back that has been linked with FC Barcelona in over the past 6 months. And lastly, we will be talking about Griezmann and Dembele and their injuries with FC Barcelona. So one of the players that has been highly linked to FC Barcelona is Eric Garcia. And let me tell you guys this, Eric Garcia was not talked about 4 to 5 weeks ago. This is a very new transfer rumor, but ever since we did start to talk about this player, the main reason why he became so hot in the transfer market for FC Barcelona is because he used to play for FC Barcelona. And that is what makes it very exciting, is that he is no stranger towards playing in Spain. He did spend his youngest years in Spain, and it says here, according to Rack 1, Eric Garcia is a Barcelona madman. He thinks that there is a family here and knows that Piqué is getting old. Pep won't stay at City for so long, but Barcelona don't have money to pay for his last year of his contract. Eric is number 1 on the list and Pau is second. So the more and more details we do find out about Eric Garcia going to FC Barcelona, this is really starting to look like the Lautaro Martinez operation, because this is a player that does want to come to FC Barcelona, but he is a player who is also hiding his expressions and his desires of wanting to come to Barcelona. We are not going to hear anything from Eric Garcia saying, I want to come to FC Barcelona, I want to move to Spain in this summer. We're not going to hear any of that. He is going to keep his mouth closed. He does not want to be disrespectful towards Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, and so the best thing that we can do as a club is to bid for this player. And if Man City does accept that bid, whatever that number may be, Eric Garcia would say yes as soon as possible. He has no problem with moving to FC Barcelona. And this is a great thing to hear, right? Because we are finally hearing of a defender wanting to come to this club. We have heard over the past 2 to 3 years that midfielders, forwards do want to come to FC Barcelona, but now we are hearing that a defender is committed towards coming to this club, and that player is Eric Garcia. But unfortunately, new problems have arisen, and that is that Barcelona cannot spend any more money. And this is not me saying that Barcelona does not want to spend any more money. I'm saying that Barcelona is not capable of spending more money to bring in new players. And it says here, according to Miguel Rico, Barcelona wants to sign Eric Garcia. The question now is, how much will City ask Barcelona to pay for the player? His market value is 16 million euros. Bartomeu will want to pay less, but it will all depend on Eric Garcia and for whom he wants to play for. And so look, when we are talking about a 16 million euro price tag in today's market, that is absolutely nothing. So it would be fair to pay 16 million euros for Eric Garcia. But we must remember, when we are talking about Barcelona cannot pay 16 million euros. So that brings us to the next question, is what is going to be our solution to pay for this player? And it says here, according to Rack 1, Barcelona will not sign any more players until they can sell a footballer. The club's economy does not allow any investment if no money goes into the club. The technical secretary has direct orders from President Bartomeu and the economic area. Then we have Jerry Romero continue to say, if there are no departures, there will be no signings. And it is simple as that, like you and me have talked about in the past 2 to 3 months. So the only good news that I can say to you right now is that in 3 to 4 days, the transfer window will open for La Liga, which will be on August 4th. So expect massive announcements and massive decisions to be made within these next 2 to 3 weeks. And because Eric Garcia is going to be the top priority for Barcelona to sign this summer, expect the final conclusion of this whole Eric Garcia to Barcelona transfer saga to happen within these next 2 to 4 weeks. We must also take note that Manchester City did bid for Nathan Ake, who is a brand new player for Manchester City, but we also must know that he is not officially a Man City player, but it is almost said and done that he will be coming to that club. And if you guys don't know who Nathan Ake is, he is a center back that is coming from Bournemouth, which is an English club that has unfortunately been regulated into the 2nd division. And because City did bid 41 million euros for Nathan Ake, City will be trying to to implement this player into the starting 11. They do see a bright future for this player, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when Man City did bid for this player, and when Bournemouth did accept that bid from Manchester City for 41 million euros, many people have speculated that because Man City did bring this player in, that would push the move to Eric Garcia to FC Barcelona, now that Man City brought in a brand new center back. And so before I give you guys my thoughts on that theory, I do want to go a little bit further into detail about Nathan Ake going to Man City. And so basically Chelsea do have that buyback option to bring that player in, and right now Chelsea do have 72 hours in order to bid that player back in, but they haven't done that. I don't think that Chelsea will be bringing back their own center back, and Man City's bid will go through and he will be a Manchester City player. And so the reason why I'm saying that is because that only strengthens the theory of Man City bringing in that center back, because they know, supposedly, right, that Eric Garcia will be going to FC Barcelona. And so that is where I'm going to give my opinion, and I'm going to say that this has no correlation towards the Eric Garcia transfer. I don't think that Man City believes that Eric Garcia will be going to Barcelona, which is why they will be getting Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake was only brought in to strengthen the squad, not to replace any player. Now, does that mean that the chances have increased of Eric Garcia going to FC Barcelona? Yes, of course, because that would mean that Man City can be looking at this and say, you know what, we brought in a new defender. I don't think that letting go of Eric Garcia would hurt us as much as it did before. And so that is where I stand with all of this. There is no correlation, but the chances have increased. And so because we are spending a good amount of time on this defensive line for FC Barcelona, I now want to transition into the next topic of the day, and we're going to be talking about Samuel Umtiti, because this will be one of the problems we do need to fix before we do bring in Eric Garcia. And it says here, according to Tony Juan Marti, the club pressures Umtiti directly and indirectly to leave. It has even been transmitted to him that Araujo will pass in front of him in the rotation, but at the moment his position is firm. He has a contract and won't move. Napoli is interested on a loan move for him. And this is not the first time that we have heard that Umtiti does not want to leave FC Barcelona, and so it is clear Umtiti does want to be a FC Barcelona player next season. And I have so many problems with Umtiti continuing to be a Barcelona player, because not only does he get injured 2 to 3 times every season ever since 2018, but he is also the second highest paid defender in Barcelona. So he does make 2 to 3 times more than our best center back at the moment, which is Lenglet. And so the only solution I have for this problem here is that Barcelona really do need to inform Umtiti that he is not as favored as he used to be. And they have been showing that, right? Like it says on this statement, that Araujo will be in front of Umtiti in terms of rotation, and that is a great thing to hear. Araujo does deserve to be getting more game time and more minutes, especially in the next season. And so the one thing that I want to say is that I don't hate Umtiti. I don't want Umtiti to have a bad career. I think that Umtiti can be a great player for any other club, but right now this club, FC Barcelona, is at a moment where we do have to question, which is, do we want to satisfy every player in Barcelona, or do we want to make this club great and powerful again? And so as for the Umtiti case, I think that the worst case scenario Barcelona should have in this summer is to loan him to Napoli and have Napoli take care of Umtiti's wages. The best case scenario would be to sell this player, but that is where we stand with Umtiti right now. Umtiti does want to be a Barcelona player, and that is something that Barcelona do need to take care of in order for us to bring in new players in this club. Moving on to the next topic of the day, and we're going to be talking about Upamecano, and these are just going to be some minor updates. And Upamecano has been a defender that was linked to FC Barcelona within this whole year. Many people have highly rated him to be as our next star center back, but we have finally come with the conclusion with this player, and it says here that Upamecano has extended his deal with Leipzig for 3 years, so he will be staying at Leipzig until 2023. And so Upamecano will not be a FC Barcelona player in this summer, and that he will be off the market. Moving on to the last topic of today, and we will be talking about Dembele and Antoine Griezmann. And so we do have it here that it is official. Dembele and Griezmann did part of the session with the group today. And so according to many sources, everything did go well. No problems were encountered by both players. And so this is absolute great news to hear. I love to hear that Griezmann and Dembele are getting better and are more and more likely to be participating towards any Barcelona match we do have coming up. But even though Dembele is training well and that he is not encountering any injury problems or no relapses, I still don't see Dembele participating in the match against Napoli. Do I want to see Dembele participate in this match? Yes, I do, but I don't want to force anything, which is why I do say that Dembele should not be playing in that match. And as for Antoine Griezmann, I think that Griezmann will be ready. He will be playing in the match against Napoli. Obviously, Griezmann did not encounter the same injury as Dembele, so that means that Griezmann will be more than ready to be starting in that starting 11. And I quickly just want to add on Lenglet, who is a defender that we have all been wanting to come back as soon as possible. And as of now, there is no problems with Lenglet. He is expected to be ready for the game against Napoli, which will happen in this coming Saturday. And now to just quickly end this video, the Napoli v Barcelona match will happen on Saturday. And I will be making a pre-match preview and a post-match review for that match. This will be a very important match for us to win. I cannot wait for that match to happen. I'm also going to be very interested to see what our starting 11 will be. And again, all of that is going to be talked about in the pre-match preview and the post-match review. So make sure to stay tuned. If you guys are watching me for the first time, be sure to like, subscribe, comment to stick around for more videos. Make sure to add yourself on the Flick group chat where we will be talking about the match while the game is going on, and we can talk about what we think about this play, what we think about this goal, this assist throughout the match. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. So make sure to add me on the group chat. I will see you guys there. Just make sure to ask me for the passcode. You could DM me or message me on Twitter and I will give you the passcode in order to enter that group chat. But that'll be it for today's Barcelona daily news. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.